true stories that I think you would love to hear from the book Confessions of Nairobi Man. If you'd love to read this book and you're not looking for any spoilers, it's your time to scroll. Nzola and Daniel are girlfriend and boyfriend who are staying together, but they're not married. And then there's Daniel and Grace. So Daniel is working at a posh garage, and then Grace is the new receptionist who has come to work at the garage. So Daniel is eyeing Grace, but back in his mind he's thinking Grace is not my type, so either way I'm going to shoot my shot, but just going to try. So apparently Grace ameingia box, so they start dating, and then now Daniel has to figure out how he's going to break up with Nzola. They have been staying together, so one evening they go out for dinner, and then when it's time for dessert, he's like, you know what, Nzola, there's something I would love to tell you. And Nzola is, what's wrong? Is it me? Is it, the way we just question things? So she's like, what's up? And then Daniel tells him, I have fallen in love with someone else. Man, I have fallen in love with someone else, and it's not you. So yeah, Nzola accepts her fate and walks away. And Daniel is happy. Anatoka, he drives all the way to South B to go and see Grace, and they make love. So yeah. So now they're serious. It's now Daniel and Grace. Nzola is no longer in the picture. So fast forward, they have a wedding, they have their first child, second child, third child. Life is good. Their finances are doing good because now Daniel opened a business for Grace, which is doing good. So Grace is good on her own, and Daniel also saved up enough and opened his own posh garage. So like they're doing good, both of them. They're making millions. Life is good. They're building their home in Syokimau. So one day, this first child has a birthday. So birthday inaendelea nini. One of Daniel's friend is like, ai, umtoi afanani na wewe. Uone anafanana feel. And Daniel is like, we acha hizo. No, the friend is like, zi, wa uoni anafanana feel. Overthinking ni nani? Hey, Daniel akaanza kuona enyewe anafanana na feel. So he decides to take DNA tests. DNA results zinakam. The kid is not his. Ndo huyo yeye amekimbia kwa ofisi ya nani? Ya Phil. Anaambia Phil, cheki, umtoi ni wako. What's going on? Before hata ongee ashamgonga. So Phil is huge, so anamwacha tu amgonge because at the end of the day alimkosea. After amepigana, Phil is like, manzeni Grace alijileta kwangu. So yeah, anaenda home. Before he goes home, he tells Phil, you know what? I don't trust you guys. So what is going to happen is this. Before I break this news to Grace, we are going to do another DNA for those other 2 children at home. I just want to know if they are mine or not. And Phil anamwambia, there's no need for us to do this DNA. Reason being, I only had something with Grace for like 2 times, and that's when the child was conceived. So Daniel is like, no, we have to do this DNA. So they do another DNA with all those kids, and gosh, those kids are not Daniel's. The 2 children now, they don't belong to Daniel, and neither do they belong to Phil. Only the first one belongs to Phil. These 2 other children, hatujui ni wanani. He goes home. So when he gets home, he just goes to his bedroom, cries, prays. Uni mtu waombangi, by the way, he only goes to church once in a while because Grace upeleka watoi church, dedication, nini. So yeah, he cries, he prays, nini. Grace anakuja home. Yeah, and then Grace is like, what's happening? He can just read the air, definitely. So Grace is like, what's happening? Kidogo anaona documents kwa kitanda, anasoma, and she's just like, yo. So Grace anaanza blame game ati, why are you testing my kids without asking me? Yo. Audacity bana imejaa tank. So Grace is like, why are you taking tests without asking me? Really? So Anna notice way like things are bad. And then now she's like, oh, you know, it's not the way you think, I can explain. So Daniel, and I think that was the most, like, I'll make decision poor. He just packed his things and left. He booked a BNB hapa Thika Road. Akakaa hapo like 5 days, and then he receives a text from Grace akimwambia we need to talk now, just for closure, because at the end of the day this relationship haiwezi rudi vile ilikuwa, no matter how much Daniel would want to, you just it just can't. So just for closure, he decides let's meet up. And where are they meeting? Kwa ile nyumba walikuwa anajenga wapi? Sioki. So Daniel ndio huyo amechoma mafuta, ameenda Sioki. Kutoka kwa gari, kumbuka hii ni nyumba yenye bado inajengwa. Kutoka kwa gari kufika hapo, anapatana na nini? Anapatana na mwili ya Grace. Grace amecommit suicide. Ana hang tu hapo, mate inatoka kwa mdomo. Ana faint kwanza. Ana faint, like literally ana faint. So kufaint, anaamka, anasikia masiren nini, polisi wamekaa bla bla bla, anashikwa. Yeah, wako like, umemfanyia nini? Oh, a woman just can't commit suicide. Did you cheat on her? Nini. And his world is just crushed, definitely. I mean, of course, people were like, you know, people are blaming him. When do ulifanya ajiue? Mwanamke hawezi jiua tu. And he's like, I wish hawa tu wangejua ni Grace alinifanyia kitu. Mi hata, gosh. Hiyo ndo story ya Daniel na Grace. Confessions of Nairobi men. To date, Daniel is still taking care of the kids. The 3 of them, all of them. He takes care of them as though they're his own. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to continue with this series.